If you don't fail, you're not even trying. Think about that for a moment. We live in a world where people are so afraid of rejection, so afraid of mistakes, so afraid of falling short, that they never even take the first step. They sit on the sidelines, dreaming, wishing, hoping, but never acting. Why? Because failure scares them. But let me tell you something. Failure is not the enemy. Fear of failure is the enemy. When Denzel Washington said, "If you don't fail, you're not even trying," he was reminding us that failure is proof of effort. It's evidence that you stepped into the arena, that you gave it a shot, that you pushed beyond your comfort zone. The truth is, no one ever became great by playing it safe. Greatness is built in the moments when you risk embarrassment, when you risk rejection, when you risk falling flat on your face, but you go for it anyway. Think about a baby learning to walk. They stumble, they fall, they cry, and then they try again. Nobody looks at that child and says, "You failed, so stop trying." No, we cheer them on, we encourage them, because we know that falling is part of walking. And yet, as adults, we forget this simple truth. We let failure define us instead of refine us. But the reality is, every fall brings us closer to balance. Every stumble teaches us how to move forward with strength. Thomas Edison failed over 1,000 times before he finally invented the light bulb. Imagine if he stopped after the first 100 failures, or even the 500th. Today, we wouldn't even be talking about his name. Michael Jordan, the greatest basketball player of all time, missed more than 9,000 shots in his career and lost hundreds of games. But he said, "I have failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." Do you see the pattern? Failure was not the end. It was the beginning of greatness. The truth is, failure is not a signal to stop. It's an invitation to grow. When you fail, you gain experience. You learn what doesn't work, and you adjust your approach. Every failure is feedback. It's life's way of saying, "Not this way, but keep moving." The only real failure is refusing to try, refusing to risk, refusing to put yourself in a position where you could lose. Because if you never try, you've already lost. Let's be honest. Failure hurts. It stings your pride, it shakes your confidence, and sometimes it even breaks your heart. But hidden inside failure is wisdom that success can never teach you. Success is a poor teacher. Failure is the greatest teacher of all. Failure strips away your excuses, reveals your weaknesses, and forces you to confront your limits. And in doing so, it gives you the chance to rise stronger than ever before. Look around you. Every invention, every breakthrough, every success story you admire was born through failure. The Wright brothers failed countless times before they got an airplane off the ground. Oprah Winfrey was fired from her first job as a television anchor. Steve Jobs was thrown out of his own company before coming back to build Apple into the giant we know today. Rejection, setbacks, disappointments, they are not signs that you are unworthy. They are signs that you are on the path to growth. Now let me ask you, what are you not trying because you're afraid to fail? What dreams are you holding hostage because you fear rejection? How many opportunities have passed you by because you wanted guarantees before you acted? You'll never get those guarantees. Life does not promise success, but it does promise opportunity. And if you're waiting for certainty, you'll wait your whole life. You have to risk. You have to step out. You have to be willing to look foolish, to stumble, to get back up and to try again. Because the only people who succeed in life are the people who refuse to quit. The ones who fall but rise again. The ones who treat failure not as a wall, but as a stepping stone. Think about this. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a part of success. Every success you see is built on layers and layers of failure that no one talks about. The problem is most people quit after the first or second failure. They assume failure means I'm not good enough, but in reality it only means not yet. You're not there yet. You're still learning. You're still building. So the next time you fail, don't shrink back. Don't hide. Don't give up. Look at that failure and say, "Thank you. Thank you for showing me where I need to grow. Thank you for teaching me what I didn't know. Thank you for pushing me closer to my goal." And then, get up and try again. Denzel Washington didn't say, "If you don't succeed, you're not trying." No, he said, "If you don't fail, you're not even trying." Which means failure is evidence of courage. It's proof that you are in the game, not on the sidelines. It means you had the guts to step into the unknown, and that alone makes you a winner. Remember, the greatest risk in life is not failure. It's regret. Regret comes when you look back and realize you never tried, never risked, never gave yourself the chance to fail, and therefore never gave yourself the chance to succeed. Don't let regret be your story. Let courage be your story. Let resilience be your story. Let failure be the path that shapes your greatness. So from this day forward, embrace failure. Don't run from it. Don't hide from it. Don't let it define you. Use it. Learn from it. Grow through it. And know that every failure brings you one step closer to the life you were meant to live. Because at the end of the day, the question is not whether you will fail. You will. The question is, will you get up? Will you try again? Will you refuse to let failure be your finish line? So don't fear failure. Fear sitting on the sidelines. Fear living a life of what if. Fear never knowing how far you could have gone. And the next time you fall, smile, because it means you tried. And trying is the first step to winning. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. Let that be your reminder. Get up, step forward. Take the risk. Fail if you must, but never stop trying. Because every attempt brings you closer to your destiny.